my keys go. Then I want my keys going. Then I want my keys go. Then I want my keys going.
Hey guys, and welcome to episode 2 of the Worldwide Media Hub podcast. Today we have a couple special guests. We have Morville Lyra, a good economic person when it comes to the markets of Final Fantasy, and making sure all the money's hers, and all the catnip, to make that clear. And then we also have a head mod, the one and only Silver. Now let's get into Discord and start the fun. Hello everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
How's everyone doing today?
Not terrible. How about y'all?
Good.
Doing pretty good.
I want to pop out. So, is there any particular order we want to go in for questions today?
Yeah, it's y'all's podcast, so.
Okay. Okay. So, the first question on the docket today is how would one promote their streams? One thing that I would say is obviously use social media to your advantage. So tweet out whenever you're going live any big events you're doing on your channel, like giveaways, marathon streams, or whatnot.
I would say that it's important, though, to make sure that your social media doesn't become just promotion. Because if what you're doing all the time is just tweeting out, hey, I'm live, or hey, I'm doing this giveaway, or things like that, uh, people are going to tune it out so fast.
That is true. So I would probably say kind of intersperse when you're going live and some with more like community posts, like when you're doing like uh, games like off stream with your community. And another way is to join a community like we have here that that that's basically around for the sole purpose of helping streamers to promote their streams, but that also probably has the same dilemma as social media. If you do it too much, then people might end up tuning it out.
It's important to keep in mind that you don't have to join promotion organizations in order to uh, promote your stream. It's all about. I mean, those organizations are all tools to try and promote word of mouth about what you're doing, because that's really what it always comes down to is word of mouth, is getting people to hear about your stream and hopefully check it out. I mean, that's why recommendations from the folks that do watch you are always going to be your best ways to promote. So part of it is just having a good stream and treating the people who come to see the stream well.
That is very true. Um, uh, this next question kind of ties into how to promote your stream. Ways to and why it's good to network with other streamers. First and foremost, it's good because then, besides you have other streamers that you either know in real life or just through stream itself. They could also help get the word out about your cast as well.
Well, it definitely helps there too. I mean, also just it comes down to cross pollination, to use a term. Because if you're on their stream and they're on your stream, you both have your own audiences that, I mean, they may come for you and see whoever you're streaming with and go, oh God, they're cool too. And the other way around too. So it opens yourself up to new people who wouldn't have seen your stream otherwise.
That is true, but I would say also, instead of just doing dual streams on your channel, also intersperse it with where you're the only one playing, so you get more one-on-one interaction with your community, so they can possibly learn more about yourself, and vice versa, you can learn more about what your community kind of likes to see.
Oh yeah, I definitely would not recommend doing only dual casts all the time unless you two working together as a partner is something that you intend for your stream. Like there's a husband and wife stream team that I know that they stream together all the time, but that's their shtick. But yeah, I'd go on other people's streams if they want to have you there, but don't make it the only thing you broadcast, like you said.
Yeah, because then you might, instead of helping, you might end up hurting you in the long run, since people might just be coming to look for a stream that they just want to sit down and watch and relax. But I would say most of the time with dual streams, it might be too much going on at once, since you're trying to listen to two people at once through one stream, and they comms might pick up things that one streamer is intending to say to their chat, but their dual partner at the moment their stream picks it up as well.
I think sometimes with the dual streaming thing, it can get a bit chaotic. Just because there are so many things going on at one time, especially if it's not like, like a push to talk or some kind of system and they're just voice activation and they're addressing their stream and you're addressing your stream.
Oh yeah, you definitely got to be careful not talking over each other.
Yeah, and in a dual stream environment, I would suggest highly, even if you're not one for push to talk, enable that so you don't really run into as often talking over each other. Because that might end up also hurting both streams, since the viewers will easily lose track of what's going on over comms and what the actual streamer's saying. I'm gonna come back to question 3 a little later on, but the next two kind of tie into each other. This next one is kind of into response to the streamer who died on their cast, I want to say a month or two ago. But good ways to manage your stream health physically so you don't per se overwork yourself and end up in that situation. I would say first do a couple casts to see where your actual limit is when it comes to streaming, and when you find that, maybe you work towards getting your limit higher so you get more people viewing at once, but also at the same time don't stream on and without taking breaks, because then that will hurt you in the forms of either sleep deprivation, what's the other one that I'm trying to think of? I forget.
Well, first off, let me just point out that streamer who died, he didn't die because he streamed too much. He died because of underlying health conditions. And yeah, the streaming did put stress on his body, but it could have been any other stress, honestly, that did him in. That would be with those underlying health conditions. Like you said, taking breaks is if you're a normal, healthy person, taking breaks is going to be essential both physically and mentally, just so that you can continue going on and enjoying what you're doing, as well as give your body the little bit of rest that it needs, because streaming is surprisingly physically draining.
It is.
And if you do have some underlying health conditions, being aware of them, knowing how to manage them, what you need to do to be healthy with them, it is majorly important.
Yeah, and also, going back to finding what your limits are, then also involves uh, finding out when it's good for you to take a break. So I'm gonna use my normal stream time as an example. On a good day, I normally stream for like 90 minutes, but if, say, I want to go longer, I would normally take a break after that first 90 minutes and then come back. So find what your limit is. If you want to go longer, take a break after that first limit reach, then keep going if you're willing to and able.
Yeah, and then I mean, for example, of myself, I stream between 3 and 6 hours a day, every weekday generally, and it took me a long time to build up to that. I started off with little half-hour casts and things like that, and just kind of kept pushing the limit every now and then, and now it's habit for me. I do for a long time. I rigidly enforced taking a break every hour on the hour, that sort of thing. Just get up, stretch, get another cup of coffee, use the restroom, that kind of thing. But now I just kind of listen to my body, and when it says it's time to take a break, I take a break. And it takes a little bit of time listening to get a feel for that.
Okay, give me one quick sec. I do need to step away. Someone IRL needs help, so I shall be right back.
Want to taste the waves of the seven seas. I was made for the live-long life of traveling. Oh, see it all, yeah. I wanna see it all, yeah. I need to see it all, yeah. I wanna see it all. I wanna see it all, yeah. Give anything just to leave this town tonight. I give anything just to leave this town, leave it all behind. Want to taste the waves of the seven seas. I was made for the live-long life of traveling. Oh, yeah, I was made for the live-long life of traveling. See it all, yeah. I wanna see it all, yeah. I need to see it all, yeah. I wanna see it all. I wanna see it all, yeah. I give anything just to leave this town tonight. anything just to leave this town, leave it all behind.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Okay, so the one that ties into the last one we just did was how to get your stream health in a community sense. So number wise, basically.
I wish I had an answer for that. I wish I did. It's something I've long wanted to understand, but haven't ever quite understood it.
Yeah, I would say it might boil down to whatever you're doing on stream that might be declining your numbers, whether it's the game you're playing, what you're saying on stream, and many other things. But besides that, there's really nothing else to say on that topic. So the next one is what games might pull the most views and how to actually promote that you're playing that game. I would say this question just boils down to what you like to do on stream and what you really like to play.
I would say the same in the long term. Obviously, anything that's new is going to get a lot of attention. Games that have a finite beginning and a finite ending also tend to get a little bit more attention. The big sandboxes, the MMOs, they do tend to have lower viewer counts overall. At least that's my experience. The one thing to buck that trend a whole lot generally is Minecraft, though.
Yeah, because like with Minecraft, for example, you can literally do anything within the game, like what I've seen you do with like chisel and bits. That would draw a lot of people that have more of an artistic sense than like something that like either Direwolf or Soren do. Those would probably pull more technical minded players.
You'd be surprised. A lot of my community and Direwolf and Soren's community and Marathi's community overlap a whole bunch. At least that's what I've noticed.
Okay. Yeah, but
I think some people say what I do with chisels and bits as super technical as well, just in a different way.
yeah, I would say probably more technical in the sense of what looks good and what fits whatever you're trying to build. But like you said, Minecraft is probably one of the better games to stream since it is a sandbox game. So there's really, I unlimited possibilities that you can do with the game, unlike an MMO like Final Fantasy, where there's certain things you need to do to finish the game.
Right.
Well, one thing with Minecraft too is, of course, the makers of it are constantly coming out with new content for it. But then you've got the mod authors and stuff that are constantly, you're seeing new mod packs come out. So to me, Minecraft seems to be constantly evolving.
Well, yeah, and in that way, where something new is always a draw. There's always something new in Minecraft.
That is true. I would say that probably goes close to any game that has mods for it, but it's probably more relevant in sandbox games, since the developers of the games always pushing out new things to keep people playing the game. The next one is when would it be good to move from a game and or to come back to one. So basically with this question, what it means is, when would it be good to switch out to either a different game of the same genre or to a different game that has a completely different genre?
Well, the basic answer is whenever you're having fun, or whenever you stop having fun with what you're playing. Because if you're not having fun, it's going to show.
That's true.
There is some risk if you've built a community around a single game. Switching out to something else might be a little fraught with peril sometimes, but it's definitely not impossible to go from a single game type stream to more of a variety stream. And basically, that's what I've lived by, is if I'm having fun with something, I play it. If I'm not having fun with something, I find something else.
Yeah, and you're right. It will show if you're not having fun, even if you're a really good actor on faking it. There are things that will show that you're not having fun, whether that's your voice, facial, or just what you're doing in the game.
I've seen this a lot with people that push for partnership. Especially Minecraft. Actually, I've seen some people they'll sit there and they'll say, "Well, I know Minecraft can get me there because I know the numbers are there," but they push so hard that they end up towards the end they're just not having fun with it, and you can tell in the streams, you know.
Yeah, and we're gonna touch on partnership later, but you're kind of right. People do see that a game has the numbers to get them there, but besides just the numbers, you need to do things to pull people to your stream, whether it's things that happen to you in-game, whether it's giveaways or whatnot.
I haven't done a giveaway in years.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I kind of want to point out is, if you do giveaways, there are websites and stuff out there that will basically just host you to give you the numbers as if people were actually watching you, but I would say if you see your viewer count dramatically spike from like 10 to nearly 10 times that or higher, then that might cause some suspicion. And for giveaways, some streamers, like for example our other co-founder that we have with the community, he does giveaways, but what tends to happen is people follow to get into the giveaway, but say if they don't win said giveaway, they automatically unfollow. So in that case, I say only follow a streamer if you like what they're doing on stream, and not just to get into the giveaways.
Yeah, you get on two big issues there. One is the fact that if you do a bunch of giveaways and that's your strategy to draw in viewers, that's only going to last as long as you keep doing giveaways.
That's true.
Soon as you stop, or soon as you have a day where you're not doing a giveaway, or then they're going to go, and you've put in a whole bunch of investment trying to get the things to give away for not much return. I mean, I know everybody does giveaways and so on and so forth, but I don't really think they're worth anyone's time as a streamer. And the other thing you hit on was the websites that can give you follower or viewer numbers. Don't do it. Twitch can tell.
Yeah, and
if partnership is what you want, you will never get partnership if your account has been flagged as doing that, ever.
Yeah.
I think also part of it, I've seen, I won't mention names, but I've seen a couple years ago, I saw the stream that was built on literally giveaways, and it got really toxic because people would come into chat and they would constantly be asking, okay, when's the next giveaway? When's the next giveaway? You know?
Yeah, at that point, your stream becomes not about the stream, it becomes about the giveaway, and that's not a way to build a community. That's not a way to do anything sustainably. You might get great results in the short term from it, but it's not going to be something you really want to be doing for the long term.
Yeah, and with giveaways, or if you're a viewer that does watch a streamer for their giveaways, unless they specifically say they're doing a giveaway like every week or every other week, and they don't, then ask what's the problem. But at the same time, giveaways only happen when the caster in question has the means to do so, because most of the time it's up to the streamer to go buy games themselves to give away, or put money into like Humble Bundle and get the Steam keys for the games. So the casters do have to put some financial means into it to make the giveaways actually happen. Okay, the next one is ways to find a good time for the target demographic you're trying to stream to, and how. Oh, actually, that's the question it was run on. Anyone can take this one. I don't really have anything to input on this one yet.
I don't really have a target demographic. I stream in the mornings, Pacific Coast time, and honestly, the reason I stream at that time was at one point in time, the schedule of the rest of my life, that's when I had time to stream, and that's when a good time to stream for me was. So I started streaming at that time, and it became habit, and that's why I stream then. It's given me a general demographic because that's when most of the Western Europeans are coming home from work. So that's what a lot of my stream chat is. But it's not like I went out and specifically said, these are the people I want in my stream, you know?
Yeah, and unlike with like YouTube and actual like TV, where it's kind of provided that they're trying to get to this certain demographic, Twitch doesn't really provide that information, so you can't necessarily see where most of your base is coming from. So,
Well, honestly, the only reason TV and movies and all that have target demographics is for advertising.
that's true.
Because advertisers want to know that the content that they're being put up against is going to be seen by people who are likely to buy their product. That's the only reason for target demographics in media. All of the advertisement on Twitch is handled by internal algorithms. So
Yeah.
a target demographic is not really something you as a caster need to aim for, really.
Not
because
really.
you have insight into who's advertising.
Yeah. And another thing, I think I brought this up in your chat several months ago, Morvy, but for the viewers that do have ad block on their computers, there are some Twitch ads that your ad block won't be able to block, but when that happens, don't bring it up in chat, because for some streamers, on top of the subscriber buttons, they, correct me if I'm wrong on this movie, but they also make money off of some of the ads.
To be fair, you are not going to make a lot of money off of advertisement as a streamer. I think about the amount of money I make off of advertisements in a month is less than $5 a month as a streamer. That's just not where the money is. It's generally considered rude because, well, people did used to make money off of advertisement, but the market and the way it's all set up really has changed. Most of what little money I do make these days is from subscribers and donations. And it looks like our host has gone AFK for a moment.
Yeah, I would say I've seen it. I think you're right. Like a lot of people have gone away from kind of the just pushing advertising, whether it be because they know people are using AdBlock or, like you said, their revenue's coming more from the subscriptions and donations. But yeah, I know in most chats, if you mention it like that you're using AdBlock, they'll either time you out or they'll ban you for it. So.
Not in my chat. I'll tell somebody they're being a rude little snit, but that's about it. Because have you ever seen anybody bring up ad block and not be like, haha, you're not getting money because I have ad block? I don't think I've ever seen anything different.
Oh yeah. And I'm like, well, you wouldn't want people taking money from you, so.
Yeah.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Okay. The next one is kind of more aimed towards the casters that do want to stream, but they don't want to always stream games.
Oh, ideas for somebody who doesn't want to stream games?
Yes.
Oh, well, one of the other things I stream sometimes is I stream doing cross stitch. It's another hobby I have. It's something I think I'm relatively skilled in, and so I just share that.
Yeah. Like for example, I know another streamer I watch, Miss Wild. She predominantly does cooking streams, and if you like to cook, I would say that's a good thing to stream, because then you can get more practice cooking, plus you can also stream if you don't want to stream games. And another thing, if you don't want to stream games, just stream something you like doing. Like, I know a streamer that I watch used to do like anime night, where he would stream anime, but baseline is just do something, or not do something, but stream something you like to do.
Yeah.
That what streaming kind of just boils down to, just stream something you would like to really do.
I do think that's been one of the cool things about Twitch Creative and
Yeah,
Twitch
IRL now.
IRL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of just people and lots of new talents and stuff, and you're like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I'm kind of half waiting for Twitch to open up a new category of like all the foster kittens, like you see on YouTube and all that, the live cams of the foster kittens. I'm waiting for that to pop up on Twitch.
And when that happens, I send you catnip. And if anyone who watches movie streams in chat, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are the kitten crew.
Yes, indeed. We're actually boiling down to our last, 2 questions, which I'm surprised. The next one is, in what ways could a caster make a stream more appealing to their community?
It's going to depend a lot on your community and what you're aiming for.
That is very true, but more like baselines for streamers who are just starting out.
Then I'm going to have to say, find your voice. Find what you want your stream to be first. I know that when I started out, I didn't really know I did. I just wanted to sit back and play games. But I ran into so many people that as I got to know them, really had uh, um, problems one way or another. Bad things had happened to them. They were depressed. And a lot of people said I was really soothing. And I liked that.
And
So,
which I can testify to that you are.
oh, thank you.
Yes.
But yeah, so I decided I liked that. I liked being that kind of refuge for people. And so I kind of found my voice and decided that that's something I wanted to promote. Um, I try to make it clear to new folks, and I need to, that my stream's a safe place. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about religion so much. We do open up and share stories that involve those things from time to time, but it's not something we debate in and of itself. I just kind of want everybody to feel safe and like they can kind of leave the worst parts of what they've got to deal with behind.
Yeah, and going off of that, I always try to set baselines for your stream, like uh, like for your stream, for example, you try not to bring up politics really, or if at all. So I always set some type of baseline your for your community, so you one, you know what what to kind of say and stuff, and what you want to actually see in chat, basically. A final question before we kind of open it up to viewers and see what questions they have. But the final one is ways to get money out of streaming if you're not partnered with Twitch.
Patreon. Make a Patreon, make goals that are realistic, that you can live up to, and that's going to be one of your best bets.
Yeah, that or Game Wisp, where if I'm correct, it's somewhat like a Patreon, but you have different tiers on each tier unlocks something new that they can do within your stream community. Like, for example, yeah, like, for example, on my Game Wisp, for the highest level at the moment, viewers gain priority play with me. Voice, be able to hang out on voice with me when I'm not streaming, and several other things. But if you want to set that up, you can dictate what each role kind of unlocks, basically. But I would say probably a better one would probably to do what Morvy said and do Patreon, since that's one of the more widely used per se donation sites that people use, whether it's something for a fundraiser or a different type of communities. But besides that, we've gone over everything uh, that we kind of set out to. Is there anything else that you guys kind of want to touch on for like new streamers and whatnot before we open it up to chat?
As far as new streamers, I guess I consider myself one. Even though I've been around a while, like watching streams and modding and all that. I think a lot of it when you're starting out, you're gonna want to. I think it's all about the reason why you're streaming. Like I see a lot of people that they set out and they're like, "Well, I want to make money." With me, I'm honestly just starting out to have fun.
Yeah, and
If you want to make money, don't start streaming. That's what I can tell you. I've been doing it for 5 years. If you want to make money, don't start streaming.
yeah. Even though a lot of streamers do want to probably get something out of streaming, but that takes a lot of time.
Well, I mean, and what you get out of streaming doesn't have to be money. I get a
It
lot
doesn't.
of validation out of streaming that I've now got all of these friends all over the world that I would have never met in a million years.
That's true.
Otherwise. But what you get out of streaming doesn't have to be money, and
It doesn't.
money and profit doesn't have to be the way you validate yourself.
No, and you really shouldn't, because I don't know what the actual numbers are from people who are making money off of streaming versus the streamers who aren't, but really baseline is do it for fun and bring some kind of entertainment to the Twitch community as a whole. Is there anyone in chat that has any questions that you don't think we touched on?
I'm going to bet that whoever's in the audience is a little too distracted by Eurovision right now.
T.
I might be a little distracted by Eurovision right now.
When aren't you distracted by something movie?
When there's nothing fluttering.
And a catnip.
Yeah, when the catnip's good. Yeah, no. Don't smoke catnip, kids. It's not good for you.
Where's what I'm looking for? What? I don't see your question, no, Frocky. Do one of you have a chat going back further than 12:04 by chance? Yeah, it doesn't seem like any of us have record of your question, Frocky. If you don't mind reposting it, we'll be more than happy to answer it. Okay. Ah, okay. I have a feeling you know what it is, Moivy, but
I might need reminding, but I can think of specifically what it is, but I know several instances in the past, yeah.
um, besides that, really, I don't think there's really anything else for us to really cover unless one of us can think of more things, but if we can't, then I'll cut stream when we're ready.
Go out, have fun. If you're not having fun, do something else. That's really what it boils down to.
Yeah, you're right. Just do something that
Oh, yeah, that one.
Where's what I'm looking? Opius. Okay, thanks to everyone who came out to the cast today, and special thanks to Morvy for joining us for this podcast. Hope to have you another time again for a future podcast.
Thanks for having me.
But we will I'm gonna cut stream here, but let's go and rate a really good streamer, Fuzzy. He's currently streaming Minecraft Project Ozone 2. Hold on. Oh, if I actually could do the command right in chat. Where is he? Okay, there's Nightbot. So, again, thanks to everyone who came out to the cast today, and hope to see you guys all next time. If you want to see things that go on with the community, either follow us on Twitter or come join our Discord server. What I'm looking for is media. Nope, wrong command. But again, thanks to everyone who came out to the cast today. We shall see you all next time, but till then, we shall see all of you